Hi, everyone. This is Faith Howard Mooney, VP of Member Engagement from TMC, and this is Inside the TMC Family. Today, we have with us Larry Bsharah, who is the president of John Adams Mortgage. Thanks for doing this for us, Larry.
Oh, no, my pleasure. Thank you for having me, Faith. I really appreciate it.
Sure. John Adams became a member of TMC in August of 2019. And because of that, we've really only had New Orleans since you were a member. One of the reasons why we're doing this is we want other people within the network to get to know you and John Adams a little bit better. So if you can just share with us a little bit about John Adams and who you are, would love that.
Yeah, thank you. So John Adams Mortgage is a wholly owned mortgage company of Real Estate One, but we are a real estate affiliated mortgage company. The real estate arm of our family of companies has been around since 1929, and we've been in business since 1972. So, 50 years of being in the mortgage industry business, but we continually are reinventing ourselves and keeping up with everything happening. We're only in Michigan, which is kind of odd nowadays. There's so many lenders out there that are multi-state, but we firmly believe and are connected to our community here in Michigan through our offices and through community outreach and fundraising. So it's a big part of Michigan is a big part of our livelihood, and it's the only state we're approved in at this point.
Good, fantastic. So now that we know a little bit about John Adams, let's get to know a little bit about you more.
Okay.
So first question I have for you today is, what was your first job ever?
I bagged groceries at Danny's Food Market,
Awesome.
which was a block and a half from my house I grew up in. And wow, yeah, that was my first job, bagging groceries.
That is fantastic. And the fact that you could just walk there a block and a half, that means you couldn't play.
I rode my bike.
Or you rode your bike.
My BMX bike jumping curbs. Yes.
Even better, even better. From there, kind of, how did you get into the industry and how long have you been in at this point?
So I've been in the industry now for 28 years. I always thought I'd be in the restaurant business. My parents owned restaurants as I was my whole life. So work ethic and early mornings and dealing with people was just kind of part of it growing up. But my then girlfriend's dad owned a mortgage company, and I worked there one summer. And hated it, actually. I did not like it at all. And after college, that was my junior year of college, my junior summer of college. So after graduation, I couldn't find a job. So I went back to work for him until I found a job. And a couple months later, found a job selling copy machines. And that lasted a couple years. And then I was ready to get back into the mortgage industry and started in processing and worked through that and became a loan officer a little bit while later and have loved it ever since. It was more me learning to appreciate the mortgage industry than just falling into it and loving it from right away from the beginning. So 28 years and I've only been with two mortgage companies, his mortgage company. And I was there for about 8 years, and then here for going on 21. So,
Wow.
been at John Adams for 21 years, and couldn't ask for anything better.
Yeah, not a lot of people have the ability to say 20 years anywhere anymore. So that is just absolutely fantastic. I love the fact that there was a woman that pulled you into this industry. That's just kind of a girls can get guys to do anything, maybe at that college age level.
Yeah, I was vulnerable then, Faith. I was vulnerable.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
Exactly. I love that.
But being here 20 years speaks volumes of our ownership. We're family owned.
Yeah.
We are a third generation family owned company, and our ownership is you can't beat it. I mean, really, they're just wonderful, wonderful people to be around.
Yeah. That says a lot, because then people want to stay. Makes
Mhm,
your job a little bit easier at this point in the
for sure.
environment that we've been in for
Yep,
sure this
yep.
last year. So thinking back to kind of those early days of being in, is there anything that is like super clear to you now as you've been in your industry, in the industry for a while, that wasn't clear to you back then that you just wish you would have known in the beginning?
Wow. Yes, actually. So um, I'm learning that what the experience in this business has taught me is the longer I'm in it, um, the faster at which employees and borrowers and real estate agents become more sophisticated and more knowledgeable. So staying ahead of what um, what their mindset is on our industry and the way things should be done, can be done, is critical for somebody in my position or in management.
Mhm.
There's so much available for borrowers and real estate agents out there in social media and the news, and we're in a 24-hour cycle.
Mhm.
So people in my position or in upper management type positions, ownerships, um, knowing that people are more sophisticated now and learn and read and want that information faster and more than ever. If you stay put, you're dead. You're not gonna happen. So the sophistication of people just sometimes amazes me of things that are being learned out there.
Yeah, I'd agree with that completely. Stagnant is not a thing that you want to be. Probably didn't always want to be in our space, but it seems like it's such an important thing right now, because your survival of your business depends on staying in front of things so much more, I think, than what it used to.
Yeah, and I find myself doing that with industries I don't know anything about. Doing my homework on I have to buy a car or anything. I find myself looking up things, so I know what's happening in our industry too. So you gotta
Absolutely.
stay ahead of your customers.
Yeah. If you weren't doing what you're doing today, what would you be doing?
Um, Sales of some sort. Maybe in the I always envisioned myself in medical sales. I don't know why, but that was getting graduating from college. That was the new
Mhm.
hot thing back then is medical sales. So I would probably say some sort of medical sales type idea.
Yep. You and I are very similar than that, in that
Oh,
I ventured into that space, or tried to venture into that space at one point in time. And I have a huge medical interest on things. So I've been researching things healthcare related
oh,
lately. So yeah, yeah. Last question. Gosh, this
okay,
has went so fast.
yeah.
If you could pick up any skill like instantly, so something that you want to have kind of in your toolkit instantly, what would it be?
In anything work related or anything you mean?
Yep,
Anything?
any skill.
Okay, I'd want to be more handy around around the house. Um, my wife always jokes with me that the best tool I have in my toolbox is my checkbook because I I have a really hard time, and my dad was very handy, so that's odd, but I can change the light bulb, I can move some furniture around, but I'm not real
Yep.
handy, Faith.
Well, you have hit home with this household here, because that's always my significant other. That was always his motto, to make enough money that he could pay others to do those things. So it's funny that you would say that. So that's how our household works as well.
See, we have a lot in common.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, it has been delightful to talk with you today. I've always appreciated the conversations that we've been able to have. I love the fact that when you came on board, you've engaged a lot within the network, and we value your insight into things and getting your view on things. So really appreciate the fact that you would do this with me today.
Oh, my pleasure. And I just want to say one thing too, is the Mortgage Collaborative is it's a phenomenal group, and the Collab Lab that you placed me in, I just want to say thank you to my group real quick. They're great people, and we're very happy to be a part of the Mortgage Collaborative for sure.
Well, thank you. We enjoy having you as part of it. You fit in just very easily with the TMC family. And so we enjoy you as well. And we are here to help with
Yeah.
anything that you need for sure. So thanks for doing this morning, and I'm sure we will talk sometime soon.
Faith, thanks for having me. Have a great day.
Thanks.